mother would probably leave.
It's built for maximum efficiency. But yes, in the future, you can use this train station to travel anywhere you want in Snezhnaya. For now, though, this way. There's a lift car that goes straight to Zapolyarny.
Look! They have really funny-looking hats! And those ones are about the same height as Paimon! But it looks like they can't fly!
Those would be Volkudlak and Domovoy. You'll also see the winged Vila and the snowborn Snegovic amongst others.
No wonder! We'd heard that Snezhnaya used to be the realm of the Fae. Paimon can really see it now.
To the left is the Market of Zolny. They sell everything there. You can often find some nifty little trinkets. To the right, you'll see the Korolyevsky Theater in the distance.
Look at that! Incredible!
I found it pretty stunning when I first came here, too. But I soon found out that stunningly beautiful... I'm just a small-time hunter, so Zolny is where I spend most of my time. This way will take us to Podvorier Restaurant. They offer food and lodging there, so you can get settled in while I fetch the doc...
Is that gonna be stunningly expensive too?
Yeah. I mean, there are places to stay. Most of the stoves are out of crystal, the windows are drafty, and at night, four-legged roommates come out to play, sharpening their claws on the roof beams and floorboards.
Yep, no way. Not a chance Paimon's staying anywhere like that. Fine then, it's your treat. Paimon, don't worry, you'll get some too.
I'm glad to see you've perked up. If you find yourselves in the mood for some sightseeing later, there's a few places around here. This way leads to Zapolyarny Palace, which serves as the Tsaritsa's audience chamber. The adjacent block is kind of a city in its own right. That's Glupov. Inside, there's a munitions factory known as the Armory Palace. producing a constant supply of all kinds of equipment for the Fatui. A lot of important research happens there. And over there is the Snezhnegrad Vecha, where all the big shots meet regularly to make policy decisions. These places are best admired from a distance. I'm sure I don't need to explain.
Yeah, they probably have super strict security.
The downtown area is near the center of Zapolyarny. That's where you'll find the restaurants, books. Another place of interest is the Northland Bank, which is over this way. Oh, and I'm sure you'll want to make contact with the Adventurers Guild at some point, right? That's right.
Ooh, speaking of adventuring, we use alchemy quite a lot.
No one practices alchemy at Snezhnegrad, I'm afraid. Apparently there's some...
Oh. We'll just have to use the one on the train then. Kinda inconvenient. Wait, how come there's one on the train if that's Snezhnayan too?
Yeah, I don't know. Not my area of expertise. Still, anyway... Finally, there's Zolny in that direction. It's mostly residential buildings and factories, but there's a... That's about it. You guys go ahead and get checked.
Sounds good. Thanks for all the recommendations. It'll be good to get out of the cold wind. Paimon's starting to feel another headache.
Podvorye restaurant is right this way.
Ad Astra.
Having a favorite animal, or vegetable or fruit, can... recognize what kind of people we want to become.
Ad Astra. Ad Astra. You have already claimed. Ad Astra.
Mind the wind.
Looks like you get what you pay for, huh? Paimon likes this room a lot. Yeah, much better now that we're out of the cold. Oh, thanks for taking such good care of Paimon. If this were anywhere else, we'd be out investigating and adventuring by now. You're right. No, a lot happened on our way into the city. Let's review what we've learned so far and try to obviously, the million more question is, what is this Tsaritsa planning? Everything else leads back to that. Sure was. And so far, we've learned that in addition to the 7 Gnosis, her plan also requires a but we won't get to see her anytime soon. Alosha said that she went east to fight that big monster. It must be a pretty powerful one if it can blanket the whole of Snezhnaya in a snowstorm this awful. To be honest, what we're really lacking right now is information. The kind of information that only the higher-ups in the government would know. Now, Paimon can think of a few people who might be able to help us. Right. And when we left Nokrai, Zandroni specifically left a message reminding us which side we're on. So, it's unlikely they'd tell us anything confidential about the Tsaritsa's grand plan. Yeah, fair point. Besides, that Glupov place is right nearby. We've got nothing to lose. There's gotta be someone there willing to talk to us, right? Maybe Arlecchino or Zandroni? Or possibly Tartaglia. But it's unlikely we could sweet-talk Arlecchino. Let alone Zandroni. She basically told us to stay in her lane already. Yeah, the last time was all the way back in Fontaine, right? Too bad we missed him in Nokrai.
Hello. Is there a traveler in Paimon in there?
That's Alosha!
Hello, I'm Dr. Luneva. Alosha mentioned that one of you is feeling a little under the weather. I see. So you're my patient today, yes? And you're, Faye, I presume?
Good question. Paimon's not too sure either, but she's definitely not the same kind of Faye as the ones we saw at the train station.
Not exactly. It's just, I'm used to treating human patients. Fae tend to be far more resilient than even the healthiest and most long-lived of humans. But don't worry, I do have some experience treating Fae. I've even diagnosed plenty of cats and dogs in my time. Safe to say, I have a fairly eclectic range of expertise.
It'll be fine. Paimon's basically the same as a human, right? We're no different when it comes down to it, are we? More like you don't eat enough. The more talking you do, the more you need to eat.
Now... Okay, Vital signs are good. Test results are all within normal ranges. I can give you some medicine to tide you over. But as long as you rest properly for the next couple of days, you should feel better. Make sure to keep an eye on your temperature if you find yourself with a persistent low-grade fever, or if your symptoms don't improve, just contact me again.
Sounds like there's no cause for alarm.
Thank you, Doctor.
You're very welcome. Just doing my job. I'll leave you in peace now. Time to
Take care. You heard the doctor. Best you rest up here for a couple days. No sightseeing for the time being.
All right, then. Guess we've got no choice. Let's just treat it as a short vacation.
I have to get back to it. If you need anything else from the doctor or me, go to the Hunter Trade Station in Zolny. The boss there knows how to reach me. Hey, no big deal. You saved my life in the Shadow Realm. This is the least I could do.
All right, time to find Childe and see what he can tell me. I'd better not disturb her while she's...
Book alive!
What's the next step again? Back in my day, I could down 3 bottles of vodka.
Let's go!
There are things buried beneath the snow. Careful now. Let's not wake them up.
Let's go! Mind the wind!
Up and away!
Easy now, Kakuku!
Nice one. You got a knack for tracking these down.
Hold on. Please display your invitation letter or permit. Glupov does not accept meeting requests without a prior appointment. You'll have to apply per the advertised booking process and wait until your invitation letter is issued. Might I ask who you're hoping to visit? Another one who thinks the rules don't apply to them. I don't understand why people think they can just talk their way in here. But I have to go through the motions for protocol's sake. Honestly, it's such a waste of time asking when I already know what the answer's gonna be. Wait a moment. I'll pass on your message. If Child is unavailable, you'll have to go through the... Lord Child is a busy man. He's probably not in Glupov at present. If I were you, I'd cut your losses. No point waiting any longer. Even if you two are old friends as you claim, please understand that the Fatui Harbingers are often busy with their official duties. They tend not to stay in Glupov for extended periods. Next time, stick to the rules. You'll make life easier for both of us, Greetings, Lady Marionette.
I'll take care of our guest here. It's his first time in Snezhnaya, so it's no surprise that he doesn't know the rules yet. I trust no choice words have been exchanged. No misunderstandings I should be aware of.
No, Lady Marionette. No incident. Whew. That was a close call. Good thing I played it cool.
Is that right? Good to know. Wait, where's Paimon? Under the weather? That's hard to imagine. She's always buzzing with energy. I take it she's still adapting to the climate. Happens to a lot of people. It's even colder here than in Nodcry. Has she seen a doctor? I can get you one if you need. All right then. Well, let me know if you run into any other problems. Why else? I was just about to sit down for some much-needed tea time when I heard that an old friend of Tartaglia's had shown up outside. No appointment. And, as obnoxious as it may be to show up uninvited at Glupov, I couldn't help but take pity on the poor soul who was waiting outside in vain. So I had no choice but to abandon my freshly brewed piping hot tea and come to... Well, I felt our time working together in Nodcry warranted some courtesy. I couldn't exactly let you freeze to death out here in the wind. Unfortunately, I can't invite you inside either. The rules of Glupov wouldn't allow it, and as a harbinger, I have to lead by... On the plus side, Snezhnograd actually has some class. Unlike Nosha Town. Torchlight Books has a very nice selection of teas and cakes, so we can catch up there. Your treat, of course. Because I already wasted one perfectly good cup of tea today. That's why.
Mind the wind.
now, Kakuku! Yeah.
Nice one. You got a knack for tracking these down.
I've ordered for the both of us. No objections, I assume. I'm sure you trust my taste. Okay, let's get down to business. I'm guessing you don't actually have any urgent business with Tartaglia, per se. You just want information, right? Wanna take a guess? Of course you'd say that. You shouldn't underestimate Counselor Tartaglia, you know. That's right. I'm sure you've heard of the Snezhnograd Vecha by now. Well, he's busy. They'll be discussing yet another extension to Project Stuja. It's basically all anyone cares about in the Vecha these days. Yeah, he's more of the shoot first, ask questions later sort, isn't it? It all started with a very detailed letter that Capitano left for the Jester, Piero, before leaving for Natlan. In that letter, he detailed the future arrangements for his subordinates. All of his key people were reassigned to Tartaglia. I guess he'd already prepared to leave us for good all the way back then. But Piero didn't reveal the contents of the letter until the events in Natlan had concluded. That was his reaction, too. Why me? With a bewildered... He'd always assumed Capitano looked down on him. He was a man who kept his thoughts to himself and barely spoke to him the whole time they'd known each other. But he occasionally brought Tartaglia along to my tea parties back in the day. So to the rest of us, it was clear that Capitano had... By the rest of us, I mean my tea party regulars. Arlecchino, Rosaline, and... Actually, not Columbina. She was probably oblivious to it. Anyway, then the Liyue situation happened. Normally, it took a lot to get under Capitano's skin, but that time he was furious. It's not really my place to talk about it, though. You can ask Tartaglia. Basically, Tartaglia probably had the wrong idea about Capitano all along. Right up until Piero revealed the letter he'd left behind. Capitano believed that despite Tartaglia's immaturity, he showed great potential. Plus, he possessed a kind of purity rarely seen among members of the Fatui. Yeah, it's one of the few things that I'd agree those two have in common. But there's one other reason why Capitano chose Tartaglia to assume command of his troop. He knew that after he was gone, several of the others would swoop in on his army like vultures. With the ones who stood to benefit the most being the rooster Pulcinella and Regrator Pantalone. Once they divided Capitano's troops between them, they'd be more powerful than ever. No one would be able to... So, you can see why Capitano chose to hand that letter to Piero, right? Exactly. Piero also needed to back a Harbinger as soon as possible. And, all things considered, Tartaglia was the best choice. Even though Tartaglia has had the support of Northland Bank for a long time, he and Pantalone are ultimately not cut from the same cloth. I'd say Capitano made a good judgment call. Anyone else caught in this situation would probably feel like they'd been hung out to dry. His best course of action will be to distance himself from any shady business, while still maintaining friendly relations with Pantalone, but seeking Pulcinella's support at the same time. What's the point in having a tea party if you don't spill a little tea? Besides, none of this is confidential anyway. Ask and you'll see it firsthand if you ever sit in on a session of the Snezhnograd Vecha. All the factional strife, whether open or unspoken, it plays out for all to see in that one little room. Having a voice in a Vecha is the only way to steer policies in your favor. So, every person in that room represents a particular interest. Pantalone, for instance, represents the financial sector, and Tartaglia represents the Fatui soldiers. Personally, I have no interest in political jousting. But since I have a number of engineers and researchers under my command, then there's Pulcinella, the linchpin of the Vecha. He represents politics. It's everything involves him, so nothing can bypass him. Any issue that comes up, he knows how to mediate. That's what the Tsaritsa values most.
I'm starting to see why everyone is so frustrated with the way things are, but also powerless to change it. A complex web of interests connects all parties involved, and the Tsaritsa sitting at the top adds another layer of complexity. It must be nearly
All right, I'm done carrying this conversation. You must have known that you can get the info you needed from me. So why was Tartaglia the first person you asked to see and not me? I just don't understand, that's all. Anyway, wait. Oh, I think I know what it is. Columbina passed on my message to you before you left. I only meant you should be mindful of which side you're on. Is that actually why you didn't ask for me? Because you took that to heart? Fair enough. It's not your fault. I blame all these politicians I've been hanging around with lately. Always beating about the bush when they talk. I guess it must have rubbed off on me. Anyway, just ask for my help next time, okay? Little things like this are no problem.
Lady Marionette.
What now? Can't you see I'm on my break? Whatever it is, just leave it on my desk.
Sorry to disturb you during your break, ma'am, but I'm afraid it's an emergency.
Isn't it always? I've told you before.
The equipment in Svietlo-Laidovka is in urgent need of maintenance. With how the weather's been recently, we suspect that the cause is a buildup of snow, exceeding the maximum weight limit. The supports on one of the machines broke and fell, awakening a dormant beast and leaving many of the ice miners trapped in a nearby... Luckily, Odette's team was nearby and launched a rescue operation. But we're still facing a severe manpower shortage for both the rescue and...
I guess that's it then. Our tea party will have to end here. I'm the only engineer you'll need. Do you actually want to come with, or are you just saying that? Nice of you to return the favor. I'll have a couple of people look after Paimon. They can let her know that you had to step out for a while. Given how urgent this is, I'm sure, and honestly, I'd rather have your help than anyone else's. Between your skills and experience, You'd be reliable help. Then let's go. You, take 2 people to Pavoyer Restaurant. Find his room and watch it like a hawk until we get back. If anything happens to Paimon, you'll be answering.
Yes, Lady Marionette.
How exquisite. Now this can truly...
Mind the wind.
Up and away!
Yeah.
Swear not by the moon, or it is yet.
Please show your ticket.
Mind the wind.
Yeah.
Up and away!
Someone told you the Masters of the Night Wind is a tribe of weirdos? Who else is there? I thought I was the only one.
Be free! If you need help with carrying this stuff, I'll get Kakuku on it. Mind the wind.
They weren't exaggerating. This is really dangerous. It's a good thing only one of them broke. From what I've been told, most of the trapped miners are over in that direction. Yeah, you do that while I check the rest of the equipment. Meet me back here as soon as you're done.
Up and away!
Mind the wind. Yeah. Nice one. You got a knack for tracking these down.
I have to be.
Don't go any further. It's too dangerous here. There's a highly aggressive monster on the prowl. You need to leave, now. Ah, I see. You're the backup from Snezhnegrad. Well, I'm Odette. Good to meet you.
Ah, so this is Odette. She was the first member of the Fatui on the scene.
There are 5 people trapped in the cave. Monster type is unknown, and so is its location. Let's go. Every second counts. Careful. Something's moving. This must be the monster's shadow. Looks like a tough opponent. Together.
Stay back!
Walls of the snowflakes. I see them. They're right behind the monster. The monster seems very agitated. It could attack at any moment. Let's make the first move.
Thunderclap!
Hadada. Crystalline Adagio.
Lightning Flash!
Thank you for saving us. We'd have been monster fodder otherwise.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You should be safe now. Follow this route out. He and I will stay behind to watch the rear.
Thank you.
I've searched the area. Pretty sure the monster made a tactical retreat. Yeah, but with us here, it won't be coming back anytime soon. It may be small, but don't be fooled. It's lucky we got here when the trapped miners have been successfully evacuated.
Wait, this place. There's something unusual about it.
What is that?
I don't know. It's back?
Guess it has family. This way. Run! Thanks. Let's get out of here. everyone's accounted for. We managed to rescue them all. We also placed a sign at the entrance. You really held your own today. I still don't know your name. Don't think I've seen you before. All right then. See you around. Hello, Lady Marionette.
I hear the rescue operation was a great success. I knew. What brings you here, Odette? Here for a performance?
No, a Fatui mission. I happened to be nearby and heard the crash.
She hasn't introduced herself then. Odette is the prima ballerina of Snezhnograd. She's quite the celebrity. If you ever hear people mention the two crowning jewels of the Korailievsky troupe, they're talking about Odette and the prima donna, Vodyanitsa. On top of that, Odette's also a rising Fatui star. It's looking likely she'll inherit She learned all her combat skills from Rosaline herself. Used to be one of her most
You flatter me, Lady Marion.
If she's Rosaline's protege, that makes me... Never mind. There's no need to bring it up. No point making things awkward.
How's progress on your end, Lady Mary?
Equally successful. I finished reinforcing all the equipment. Took me a little longer without Polonia's help. But the outcome is the same, of course. Even if the heavy snowfall summoned by that monster lasts for another 3 months straight, all right. Now that we're done here, it's time to get out of this blizzard. Sure, but Snezhnograd will send someone to investigate and draw up a relief plan. And I guess I'll have to write the incident. First, Pantalone needs to approve the budget. Then Pulcinella has to sign off on the plan. Once they've that's the rough process anyway. Could take anywhere from a couple of weeks to a couple of months, depending on how smoothly it goes. Yup, nothing we can do about it. There's a whole stack of incident reports like this back at the office.
The snow has eased a little for now, but there's no telling when that will... Fuel for heating is in short supply, and relief is weeks away. There's no one... It just feels like there should be...
Hey, quit daydreaming. When did you get a new sword?
I found it in a cave. It handles pretty nicely.
You have a strange affinity for second-hand swords. Well, if it isn't Counselor Tartaglia.
Go easy on me, all right? I'm still Hey, comrade. It's been too long. I heard you came looking for me earlier. Nicest surprise I've had. Good to see you too, Odette. I'm guessing you guys just got back from Sviatlo Laidovka. How'd it go? Crisis averted?
It went fine.
How about you? Any new developments?
Not really. Same as ever. Growing opposition to the results of the mock vote were pretty dire. Pulcinella was fuming. I've never seen the old man so angry.
That's not good news. It takes a lot to rattle.
Yeah. Obviously, if push comes to shove, there are ways to crack down on dissent.
But sorry, I have to ask something.
Huh?
It sounds to me like everyone's tearing their hair out trying to figure out how to deal with opposition to Project Stuja. But what exactly is this project's purpose? And how can it be so important that even people like you two refuse to stand up for the ordinary people of Snezhnaya?
Interesting. I gotta hand it to you, comrade.
Excuse him? What does he mean, refuse to stand up for ordinary people?
Oh my gosh. How does he dare speak to the Harbingers like that?
Are you interrogating us now?
It's okay, Sandrone. Let me explain. I think I understand where he's coming from. If I could, I'd take your side right now. In fact, my position's very similar to yours. I've only held back on casting a dissenting vote in the Vetcha because the Tsaritsa would never let me get away with it. Still, I have a responsibility to the Fatui armed forces, so I do what I can to make their voices heard. Most of them are just regular folks from small towns. I'm sure you've seen how much those kinds of places are struggling right now. Oh, and for what it's worth, I'm from Arepasak myself. Things aren't going so swell there either. The Tsaritsa wants to create a better, safer future for the people of Snezhnaya, but she's thinking long-term. I don't doubt that from where you're standing, Project Stuzha seems to be creating all sorts of issues for everyone. But considering the Tsaritsa's vision for the future, these are sacrifices worth making. Sounds cold, I know, but I promise it's not as black and white as it seems. Maybe Sandrone and I can't oppose Project Stuzha outright, but we're constantly raising our concerns in Vetcha meetings. And even though we can't put an end to it, there are plenty of other ways to make a difference. We're trying everything we can think of, and so is Pulcinella. I respect Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, and trust her decisions. But at the end of the day, I'm still just a normal guy who... There's no way I would ever abandon them.
As contentious as things can get within the Vetcha, there's no selfishness or malice behind it. Everyone wants to get through this period. The issue is that there's no way of pleasing everyone under the present circumstances. Most of the time, we're trying to decide on the lesser of two evils, which obviously isn't a great, but that is not the same thing as being blindly loyal to the Tsaritsa. No one's got their head in the sand here. We're all well aware of the way things are.
In fairness to Sandrone, she rushed to Svietlo Lidovka's aid the moment she heard that people were in danger. And even Tartaglia, who used to only care about the thrill of the fight, is clearly doing his best to rise to the demands of his new role as counselor.
Hey, come on. There's only so much we can say, so don't press us too hard. Look, I know how untenable the Tsaritsa's position looks if you don't understand her motives. Maybe you've heard already, but she's currently leading her army on a campaign to the east to defeat the monster that's been causing these brutal blizzards. Striking that monster down will be a significant step in dealing with the present energy. As laser-focused as she is on realizing her lifelong ambitions, she's still putting time and energy into taking down... To me, that says a lot. If she thought Snezhnaya and its people didn't matter in the grand scheme of things, why would she waste her time on something like this? Thanks. I meant every word I said, though. I wasn't just trying to placate you. I've already done more than enough.
I still think this adventurer raises a very important point. Our two Harbingers have made their positions very clear. But there are many others in the Vetcha who must feel trapped and forced to vote against their conscience. I think it's a very valuable quality to be willing to speak one's mind, despite the risk of offending powerful figures.
You can say that again. I highly doubt we'd feel the need to explain ourselves so much if we didn't know you so well.
Forgive me, adventurer, but might I be so bold as to ask about your background? How is it that you can converse so...
Oh, haven't you been
Easier said than done. I like to think I'm not the kind of person who goes around busting open people's old wounds.
I've only learned his name so far, and no detail.
Uh-oh. Is there no avoiding the subject of Rosalind?
No, it's just... Alright. This is the world-renowned traveler, who helped resolve the storm terror threat in Mondstadt, cleaned up after the mess I made in Liyue, and then went to Inazuma, where there was a duel before the throne, in which the traveler defeated Rosaline.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I didn't think you two would be seeing much of each other, so I figured it wasn't worth...
It's fine. It was a long time ago. It's fine. Sorry. I just remembered that we have a rehearsal coming up. Please excuse me.
I've mentioned this to you before, remember? She was Rosaline's most valued subordinate. Not that Rosaline was really the type of person to make friends, but... death has a way of...
Don't let it weigh on you. Like she said, it was a long time ago. It's in the past now. Odette has a very different personality from Rosaline. Give her some time. I'm sure she'll work through it. Oh, by the way, where's Paimon?
She hasn't been feeling well, so she's resting at Podvorier Restaurant. I got a couple of my people to...
Oh, right. Sorry to hear that. Poor thing. Reminds me of when Tonya was little. She really felt the cold back then. I felt so bad for her seeing her lying in bed, coughing. I'm sure Paimon's a good kid. You're a little short on manpower, right? Let me have a couple of my people take over for yours. I'll send my most capable and reliable.
Well, that would be great.
Hey, don't mention it. I'm sure you have things to do, so no more accusing me of not being on your side, all right?
Already? That was quick.
I'm afraid I can't help you there. Our director's recent movements are confidential. If you hadn't told me, I never would have known he'd gone south. I assumed he'd been in Glupov this whole time. Well, I guess I'd better go sort out Paimon's security situation. I have some...
Me too. I have an incident report to write up. Let's leave it there for now.
I guess everyone's in a difficult position. But Tartaglia's right. I have things to do. To start with, I should ask Alosha if he knows any way to help Svietlo Lydovka.
Welcome to the Adventurers Guild headquarters.
Sometimes a shrouded path is not meant to be walked. Move forward with blind ambition, and the smoke might suffocate you. Someone told you the Masters of the Night Wind is a tribe of weirdos? Who else is there? I thought I was the only one.
You all missed the good times.
Rebooting.
Oh, no. Missed it again.
You all missed the good times.
Oh, no. Missed it again.
How strange. This sword seems to be vibrating of its own accord. It's a very faint vibration, but it's getting stronger as I get closer to... Does this sword have some connection to the statue? But all it does is vibrate, even when I touch it. That place I got this sword from was definitely out of the ordinary. Maybe... There really is something special about this sword. I don't really understand what just happened. I'll have to try the same thing again when I come across another statue. There's still a long road ahead.
And Kate!
Let's go!
Mind the wind.
Yeah.
Up and away!
Yeah.
Mind the wind.
Let's go!
Up and away!
Hey! Big mistake.
Careful. Some Saurians like to
Farewell!
mind the wind.
Be free!
You asked for it.
Let's go! Nothing personal!
Mind the wind.
Ready to taste my fists?
Not too far now. Go! You're free now!
Fighting frog!
Farewell! Let's go!
Let's go! Mind the wind.
Up and away!
I thought the war was over.
Let's go!
Up and away!
Let's go!
Up and away!
Let's go!
Here!
Mind the wind. Let's go. Mind the wind. Let's go.
Mind the wind. Let's go.
Up and away!
Let's go. Mind the wind.
Up and away!
Mind the wind. Let's go.
Up and away!
Let's go. Easy now, Kakuku. Mind the wind.
Up and away!
Mind the wind. Let's go. Mind the wind.
Find the wind.
Here! Hello there. How can I help? Ah, sure thing. Give me a second, I'll go fetch him for you.
It's a familiar story. I've had similar experiences. Although Snezhnegrad doesn't deliberately delay, it's a fundamental contradiction. If emergency relief can't be delivered in time, what's the point in even calling it emergency relief? Not necessarily. I think there's a good chance that Kresnik Krystal from Chateau Moros will start flowing into the market. When we resolve Stratomoros's energy issue, it's like we open the floodgates. A huge backlog of Krystal is now available to the townspeople. There's no way they can use. A lot of them will probably stockpile it and slowly work their way through. Probably. Exactly. At the current prices, selling Krystal isn't. Hey boss, how...
1 second, let me check. So, you're planning on buying the...
Yeah. I don't know if I have enough, so I'll chip in a little extra and buy as much as I can afford. No, it's fine. You're new to Snezhnaya, and you have your own living expenses to worry about. Besides, you're already providing the train.
Here's your Mora. See what you can find at the market. But I doubt there'll be much Krystal.
Yeah, well, can't hurt to... Let's see. Huh?
Oh, Alosha, and... Hello.
I didn't realize you two knew each other. Yeah, I take on some odd jobs in the city to supplement my hunting income. Sometimes I work as a cleaner or prop hand at the theater where Odette is one of the big stars, so I've met her a few times. When the weather's as bad as this, it's better for a hunter to adapt than to keep looking for game.
Yes, and we sometimes need extra.
Wait, why is the atmosphere so awkward? So, what brings you here, Miss Odette? Looking for some new props?
No. After I got back to the theater, I couldn't stop thinking about the situation in Svietlolaidovka. It bothered me so much, I couldn't focus on my dancing. So I decided I'd come here and see if there's anything I can do. You too, I presume. I suppose that's why you're here. I didn't feel comfortable expressing my true opinions in front of the Harbingers. Not least because ordinary Fatui like me don't even know what Project Stuja is all about. Without knowing the full picture, I can't make sense of it. And at some point, if things aren't making sense to me, I can't just keep going along with it.
So many people feel the same way. They wish they could do something, but all kinds of reservations hold them back. Explains why groups like the Rokot are springing up to fill the gap.
Yes. Well, that's one option. But there are risks to consider with organizations like that. The Fatui does not encourage their activities.
Right, because things can get out of hand, and it's hard to hold the right people accountable when they do.
Sandrone said Odette was on track to inherit the title of the Fair Lady. If so, she'll be able to find out what Project Stuja is really about. Still, it's probably a little soon to ask her about that.
What's on your mind? I think we can both agree that no matter which side you're on, it can't stop you from doing the right thing. Where there's a will, there's a way. I know what Rosaline did while she was abroad. You made the right decision, so no hard feelings. So, what's your...
Oh, we were gonna buy some Cristal. I heard there's some on the market right now.
Funny. I had the same idea. In that case, let me pay. I can claim it back as mission expenses. The real issue here is that government relief is behind schedule. Surely it makes more sense for the state to come.
True. It's a huge expense after all.
Let me see. I'll take it all, please. And I'll be needing a receipt. Right. Choose mission budget under the expense category, but be sure to specify emergency rescue operation in the description. Otherwise, the normal reimbursement limit will apply. Let's book this train. Regulations say that if we need to transport Kresnik Cristal during Project Stuja, extra carriages can be added 1 hour. That should do it. The train will be escorted to its destination by Fatui guards.
This is my first time seeing you handle Fatui affairs, Miss Odette. It seems you're as skilled an officer as you are a dancer.
You flatter me. It's only because I've been doing both my whole life.
Anyway, I bet you've been non-stop today, am I right? Any idea how Paimon's doing?
What's wrong?
His travel buddy. Hasn't been feeling well. She caught a cold right after they got to Snezhnaya.
Sounds like she's important to you. I can't believe you've been dealing with this on top of everything you've been doing to help the people of Snezhnaya.
I've got nothing going on right now, so I'll join you. I want to see how she...
May I come too? I have some candy that someone gave me back in Svietlo Lidovka. Plus, I know a little bit about relieving cold symptoms.
All right then, let's go. I still don't know what the deal is between these two, but at least the tension seems to have vanished. A good sign, hopefully.
Let's go! Whenever I get to take a break, I always want a snack. I got some candy, fruit, and jerky. You want some? Huh? Hey, get out! Cuckoo!
Can I get you anything?
Most things in life aren't one and done. Soon as you're rested up, let's make a move. Whenever I get to take a break, I always want a snack. I got some candy, fruit, and jerky. You want some? Huh? Hey, get out! Cuckoo!
Can I get you anything?
Huh?
Can I get you anything?
Hey, get out! Cuckoo! Most things in life aren't one and done. Soon as you're rested up, let's make a move. Huh?
Can I get you anything?
Hey, get out! Cuckoo!
Can I get you anything?
Did you hear that?
Can I get you anything?
Sounded like an animal call. Or maybe I'm just hearing things.
Can I get you anything?
Most things in life aren't one and done. Soon as you're rested up, let's make a move.
Can I get you anything?
Huh? Hey, get out! Cuckoo!
Can I get you anything?
I can't drink. Maybe we should just buy some more clothes?
Did you hear that? Sounded like an animal call. Or maybe I'm just hearing things.
Can I get you anything?
I can't drink. Maybe we should just buy some more clothes? So cold. Why don't we go for a fire water to warm up?
Most things in life aren't one and done. Soon as you're rested up, let's make a move.
I can't drink. Maybe we should just buy some more clothes? So cold.
Huh?
Hello. Sorry, but there's a sick
What happened?
Oh, please, excuse me. Are you the Traveler? Ah, it's really you. Sorry for the... At the same time, we can't interfere with Podvoye Restaurant's business. That would only seem all the more suspicious and drawn... Besides myself, a few of my colleagues are stationed in and around the restaurant, in plain clothes, of course.
I didn't expect such a high standard of...
Well, Master Child handpicked us for this special assignment. We're not about to let any... Anyway, I won't keep you any longer.
Traveler! Alosha, you're back! Oh, hey! Who's our new friend?
Hi, I'm Odette. The Traveler and I crossed paths a few times.
Another friend from the Fatui, huh? You're practically a member yourself by this point. Paimon's definitely on the mend. We should be back to our usual travels in a few days' time. Seems like that doctor was right. It's just...
I have just the thing.
Whoa! What's this? Is that... a flame inside an ice cube? Wait, is this real ice? How's it not melting?
All keen observations. You're right. This is called Core Ignis. Whenever I've caught a cold in the past, I found I recover much more quickly if I place this by my bed. You're welcome to borrow it.
Awesome! Your name was Odette, right?
Looks like she's in pretty good spirits. Any progress with your investigation yet? No surprises there, I'm sure. They're not likely to let anything slip. The Rokot, huh? Members of the Rokot keep their true identities hidden. Leave it with me.
Would anyone like a drink?
Paimon will have... enough with the secret chat, you two. It'll be kinda like...
Huh?
Ah, you made it. It'll have to wait until after the show, though. Happy to... Pleasure.
Please present yourself for a routine inspection.
Is that...
Okay, all done.
What's up? Everything okay? Snezhnaya's business... Still, it's a little unusual to see the Fatui's armory. He's part of the Special Assignments Battalion, but I only ever see him here for one thing. To look for a guy named Mitya. Supposedly a researcher, though he never seems to put much time in at the office. The theater is one of his favorite but that's not for us to worry about. Let's go. The show's about to start. What do you think? Pretty impressive, huh? Oh, the one in Fontaine? I hear it's iconic. Never seen it for myself, though. Here we are, just in time. Sorry, coming through.
If you're gonna show up late, keep your mouth shut.
What's his problem? Whatever. No point.
Look, there she is. That's who I'm introducing you to later. She's the lead singer of the troupe.
Что мне приходилось
This leads directly to the green room. They're expecting us. Vodyanitsa will be waiting for us there. Hey there.
Can you believe it? I am so mad right now.
Oh, it's you two.
Huh? You know each other? Oh, wait. Is this who you were telling me about? The one you met yesterday and couldn't stop thinking?
I never said...
Yes, you did. Why are you denying it? It was right before I went on that rant about the...
Might I ask what brings you two here?
Oh, I just brought him here to see the show. And when it finished, he was full of praise for Vodonitz's performance. So I thought I'd try my luck, see if we could get the chance to chat for a bit. Maybe get an autograph?
You work here. You of all people ought to know that's against the rules. It's not what the green room is there for.
Oh, what's the big deal? Come on, don't be shy. I can give you an autograph. You can take a picture too if you want.
Do as you please. I finished all my shows for the day. I'll leave you to chat.
I wasn't making that stuff up, you know. Odette's just too proud to admit it. She thinks very highly of you. And so do I.
We're good. Odette's out of earshot. Confidentiality, of course.
Whoa, Alosia! Not out loud! Not with an outsider here.
Relax. I've taken care of it. Look at this.
The President's reply sent this morning.
You told me last night that you wanted to get intel from the Rokot. Unfortunately, Rokot intel is only available to members. But ever since you set foot in Snezhnaya, we've been working together. I've seen the way you work, your character, everything about you is perfect. I wrote a letter to the President explaining your situation, including just the right amount of detail. His approval came very quickly. Of course, it's still your decision whether you want to join or not. We'll respect your choice.
Well, assuming Odette was telling the truth and she didn't misjudge you, but still, you gave me a real fright. I didn't know that's why you came looking for me. So, that stuff you said about admiring my performance, was that just because Odette was here? Did you actually mean it? Now you're talking. That's what I like to hear.
Anyway, let me give you a quick rundown of how things work. Like I said, members typically don't meet in person or even know each other's identities. Because of this, members are basically free to decide their methods without constraints, so long as the outcome of any activity doesn't violate the organization's principles.
After all, we don't have any ostensible contact with each other. This way, if anything goes wrong, no one else will be implicated.
Beyond the freedom to choose how you operate, it's also your choice whether to act at all. We have plenty of members who have yet to take any action. In short, joining the Rokot in and of itself won't place any restrictions on your activity in Snezhnaya. There's a code of conduct you can read if it interests you. But basically, as long as you don't plan on using your anonymity to go around doing evil, you'll be fine.
I tried reading it 5 or 6 times. Never made it all the way through. Even the most lackluster script makes for more interesting reading.
Great. Then I'll...
Well, Alosha has this pet dog, you see. His name's Tagarin, and this Tagarin took quite a liking to me, so I played with him for a little bit and fed him some treats. Then, the Rokot was out on a mission one day, and even though we were all in disguise, Tagarin recognized me right away.
Just a coincidence, really. We didn't report it to the higher-ups, though, to avoid dealing with the fallout. Like... my job at the theater, for instance. I really need it to make ends meet. By the way, what were you complaining about just before we came in? Did everything go okay with Chuganov?
Everything did not go okay. That's why I was so mad. I tried to make some small talk with him before I went on stage to fish for intel about the Iskra manufacturing plant. But he wouldn't take the bait. No matter what I said, he kept dodging the question. And then he started complaining. He said he didn't appreciate his second-rate... I mean, what did he expect? Everyone knows that if you want a box seat, you buy a ticket well in advance. But instead, he sends me a letter the day before the show when we're practically sold out. I had to juggle things around just to get him a half-decent seat, hoping he would appreciate the gesture enough to share some information. But nope, he didn't give me anything.
Yeah, meeting Chuganov in person has definitely been a disappointing experience. Oh, you probably don't know who we're talking about, do you? Chuganov was that older guy you were sitting next to today. I'm sure he didn't make a great first impression on you either.
To the citizenry, he's a family man and a kind boss. But our interactions with him tell a very different story. It's one thing to ask for a favor, but he acts like it's his right. He always expects special treatment. Take the ticket situation, for instance. I've actually gotten him a private box in the past. But not only was he not to mention that he's never paid for a single one of his tickets. And another thing, if he's such a big family man, why doesn't he bring his wife and daughter to see the show once in a while? I've never seen them here, not even once.
Calm down, Vodyanitsa. If you won't do it the easy way, we'll have to try the hard way. But first things first, here's your application form. Go ahead and fill it out.
Looks like I'll need to make... All right. Recently, all we need now...
That way, the
I was hoping he might let slip during... I'm meeting another regular theater goer tonight. Mitya.
But Valeri's here too, and he's probably looking for Mitya.
Don't you worry. He must know how to dodge Valeri, or he wouldn't be showing up on time for every performance. Mitya is a renowned energy expert. Although we can't get any direct evidence of the excessive the authorities should take someone like him seriously. So if he starts also, we're not allowed on site, but he has clearance. Yeah, so still, I hear that Mitya is a bit of a chatterbox. So who knows? Maybe if we catch him in the right mood, he'll let something slip.
What do you think? Sound like something worth your time?
Okay. He's a huge fan, so I don't he'll have his guard up around me. But you two need to be convincing. If he suspects anything at all, he might stop talking.
Sure. Don't worry. We'll make a believable pair of butt. Okay. What needs time?
Everything!
Huh?
Leave this.
My guiding stars!
Observe. Close your eyes. Observe.
Flame. Not now.
Be silent. Observe. To dust.
Surge. A moonlit night for all.
You poor lost lamb, with one heart.
The night is cold. Don't be scared.
Be silent.
Flame. Forest. Not now.
Close your eyes. Observe.
You poor lost lamb.
My guiding stars. Go.
Close your eyes. Observe. Be silent.
Surge. A new moon rises.
Leave this place for the everlasting.
Not now.
Close your eyes. Observe. Do you fear the dark?
I could barely open my eyes in this wind. It's so cold. No flying for me in this weather.
We come here often, so we Now, it's up to Vodyanica.
Mr. Mitya! Over here! Over here!
Oh, sorry. I got a little held up on my way here. Now we have even less time than we planned. Go ahead and order some snacks and drinks. Whatever you like. Let me see. According to my schedule...
You're really pressed for time today, huh? I was imagining this would be a leisurely chat. If you'd prefer, we can always reschedule for another afternoon when you have more time.
No need. Getting to meet the lead singer is a very precious opportunity for me. I'm not about to pass it up. I've already had to decline your invitation several times because our schedules rarely align. If I don't grab this chance while it's here, who knows when the next one will come around?
Well, it's very kind of you to make time just for me.
I'm not too sure, to be honest. But Snezhnaya's full of
The reason I invited you out for tea and a chat today was to...
Well, I genuinely have nothing bad to say. No matter how many times I hear you sing, it never gets old. It always seems... Maybe it's because the more times I listen, the more details I notice.
Thank you! I'm delighted to...
Oh, yeah. The piece you sang today, for example. Beneath the Frozen River? Hey, what's with you? I'm just praising a good performance. I always used to find that such a bleak and lonely song. But the more you listen, the more you realize that it's not as cold and nihilistic as it appears. When you really dig down into it, there's a certain level where you're
Wow, I'm impressed. I didn't expect you to pick up on that. Actually, I only tried out that still.
Oh, really? But it...
Almost every time.
Oh. Well then, let me say a few...
I didn't sing that one today either. My voice wasn't...
Oh.
Sorry, Mr. Mitya, but...
Of course I was. Remember? I said hello.
So, what did Odette sing today?
Elegy of the Snow-Winged Goose, of course.
Correct. I see. I see. You find my singing boring, don't you? That's why you don't remember a single...
No, that's not it. I swear. All right. I'll be straight with you. I'm sorry. My mind was wandering as you took the stage today. I enjoy watching your shows because the exquisite performances stimulate the mind. So, whenever I get stuck at work, I come to the theater for Odette's dance during the Elegy of the Snow-Winged Goose today was simply incredible. It got me wondering what she's been going through recently. That look of sheer defiance in the face of utter tragedy? It was so inspired. Not that I made a ton of progress in the grand scheme of things.
So what you're saying is, you didn't listen to my singing at all?
Unfortunately not. I'm sorry. I don't know which is more disrespectful.
Seems like things are getting a little awkward.
Mitya just stepped into a conversational minefield. If there's one thing Vodyanitsa doesn't like, it's people who show disrespect for her performance. This meeting was so hard to set up. Don't tell me it's already fallen.
It's fine. I suppose this is affirming in its own way. At least, it shows that our performance really touches people's heart. Don't let it bother you. It certainly doesn't...
She's showing a lot of restraint.
Well, I'll be sure to let Odette know how much you adored her performance.
Please don't say that. I always love your performances too. It's just that inspiration struck at the wrong time today. I'm usually...
I know. I can tell. That's why I'm sure some people can't stand it when others praise their coworkers right to their face.
Fair enough. I still feel kind of bad, though.
But you know what I really can't stand? People who only show up to the theater to pretend that they're cultured.
Oh, yeah, 100%. What's...
I don't know if you've heard about the boss of the Iskra manufacturing plant. He is box tickets only.
Well played, Vodyanitsa. See...
Now that you mention it, I've interacted with that guy before. I gotta say, everyone holds him up as an example of a benevolent...
Yeah, he couldn't care less about what's happening on stage. He's just there to flaunt his social status. I hate that I have to prepare What's the big deal with that factory he runs anyway? I asked around...
Oh, really?
Yep. The things people are saying, Project Stuja has now been extended. If the rumors are true, he's in serious...
Interesting. So you've heard about it?
What?
Who knows? The Rooster's been coming down on us hard lately, demanding that we track and trace every single batch of Crystal. My coworkers in the Department of Energy have been tearing their hair out over it.
The Rooster?
Yeah. Even though there are no restrictions on Crystal trading, the poor will wind up freezing to death if we let the rich buy as much as they want. That's clearly... Looks like we'll need to arrange an investigation into the Iskra manufacturing plant as soon as possible. I never knew you kept up with current affairs beyond the theater, Miss Vodyanitsa. You really have a heart for the common person. Most Fae in your position have long been indifferent to the plight of humans.
Well, those of us who choose to live in human cities are naturally going to pay attention to any significant upheaval. Isn't the Rooster I'm just surprised to learn that even someone with as much experience as him is getting so stressed out over Project Stuja. What is the end goal of this project anyway?
This is it. We're finally going...
I'm sure Mitya can sense on some level that she's fishing for information. But since their conversation is so relaxed...
It's stressing me out too. If I'd only made better progress with my research, things wouldn't have dragged on this long.
Oh, so your work is related to Project Stuja?
That's right. The Armory Palace needs a brand new energy source. not the power of the light realm, and not elemental energy. Right now, the only thing that meets the requirements is the power contained within stellar linchpins. But harnessing that power is costly. Each step of the process requires enormous amounts of Kresnik crystal, from extraction to quantification to attempts at conversion. Progress has been painfully slow, and the team is getting burned out as time goes by. Sometimes, I see people staring into space as if
Could it be that this new energy source had...
No, it doesn't affect us, because the energy is used for... Okay, I got it. Stop choking me. I think we're all just exhausted. We've been working ourselves to the bone for so long, with so little progress to show for it. It's no wonder people are struggling to stay motivated.
Seems like I owe you an apology.
Don't worry about it. I count myself lucky, to be honest. I don't envy the people who work closely with the Tsaritsa herself. I'd much rather be in my current position. At least...
So they're trying to develop a completely new kind of energy. Yeah, censored by a scarf. Who would have thought?
Oh, dear. It looks like my... I'm so sorry.
That's okay. It was a...
Let's make up for it next time. Yeah. We touched on some confidential issues today. I'd be grateful if you could...
That could have gone worse.
Nice job. Why was Mitian's...
Sorry, routine inspection. Okay, let's go.
So he wasn't rushing to get back to work. He must have calculated that Valeri would find him here in exactly 25 minutes.
One of the main duties of the Special Assignments Battalion is to ensure that important figures stick to their schedules.
All right, time for us to get going too. Excuse me.
We'll settle our check too.
Oh, hello there. Mr. Mitya paid the... He also asked me to pass on a message. He said it was an honor to share his tea break with Miss Vodyanitsa and her two friends.
Wait.
So he knew we were here all along? This raises a lot. Maybe his work isn't confidential after all. Maybe the key here is the purpose of this new energy. I guess... Vodyanitsa and Alosha have...
You're back! Here pretty early today. Paimon was just gonna mention that. After she woke up today, Paimon felt like her temperature was completely back to normal. But her strength still... There's some good news. Paimon thinks she meant... It's like there's some kind of mysterious power affecting Paimon. Paimon's never... She only started feeling this way since we arrived in Snezhnaya.
That's right. The Armory Palace needs a brand new energy source.
Could that have something...
What is it? You're making that So, they're trying to develop a new energy source here? And you think that might be why Paimon's feeling... Well, Mitya denied that the energy they're researching has any side effect. And even so, those are completely different symptoms from Paimon. It's pretty faint, so it's kind of hard to tell. But, sure, Paimon's with you there. But how the... Oh, great point! They argue about Project Stusha every day. If we could sit in on one of... Good idea! This one seemed right up your...